I'm Sophie from NME and I'm joined by the wonderful Kat Burns. Kat, how are we?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. So this is your first Great Escape Festival. How has it been for you so far?
It's been good. I mean, I just got here as well, so I haven't done much schmoozing yet, but once that starts, I think I'll have a good time. But it's been good.
And who are you looking forward to seeing at the festival or maybe hanging out with?
Oh gosh, I'm such an introvert, so I really don't know. I think it's just more time to just chill with my band and us get to know each other. But I think there's an artist called Chrissy that I'm going to try and go and see, but I'm not sure what time she's on, so I need to find out that information. But yeah.
So you've been on tour with Mae Muller recently. How was that for you?
It was really good. I think it was a needed set of gigs and performances for me to have done, just because prior to that I had only just been doing busking, so I needed to kind of get used to being on a stage and like getting my nerves out and just getting more comfortable. So I think by the end of the tour I was a lot more comfortable on stage, and now I'm like a lot more comfortable and confident to like do what's to come in the future.
What was it like for you, sort of, like you said, performing the first time after lockdown, coming in seeing all these new fans that you'd built throughout that time?
It was crazy. I think the first kind of gig I did back in December, which was like my first gigs like after lockdown, and like everyone was singing the words to go. I was just like, whoa, that was crazy, and I like cried a bit at that. But other than that, I've kind of been taking everything on my stride, I think, and now I'm just like excited to have more music out, and for people to kind of learn the words to those songs now as well.
And speaking of Go, in fact, congratulations. Obviously, the song hit number 3 on the charts the other week. How did you react to that? It must have been such a big moment for you.
Crazy. I think when it got into the top 10, I was like, oh, that's mad. Like, I was just like, cool, I'm happy with that. Then it got to number 5 and I was like, okay, let's stop now. Like, it's fine, I'm happy here. And then it got to number 3 and I was like, it was just, my brain just like cannot compute that it's at that level. But it was just mind-boggling. I think once it started to go down 20, once it just kept going down, I was like, oh, okay, this is getting a bit scary. But no, I was very overwhelmed.
It must be crazy as well to sort of see the song thriving 2 years after it was originally released. What's that been like for you, seeing it sort of slow burn over time and just get bigger and bigger?
Really weird, because I think when I put the song out, I did think it was going to be the song that kind of starts me off in my career, but not in the way that it has. I thought like it would get 1 million, 2 million streams and it being like cute, and it'd be like, yeah, that's my first song that I did and whatever. But instead it's just like, now it's like 50 million streams, and it's like completely changed everything. And I think it's been really good, because now it means when I go to gigs and stuff, at least they'll know one song. Right. So I'm not like completely just like trying to beg people to enjoy my music. There's at least one song that they vibe with. Yeah.
And why do you think people are resonating with it? Obviously it was a huge hit on TikTok. It's sort of like climbed its way up the charts.
I think there's a sing-along ability to it, if that's the right word. And I think people they learn the words from beginning to end and really feel a deep connection with it. I think because it tells a story and you can really sort of envision your own life in it. And I think there's enough detail that you can implement it into your own life and be like, oh yeah, this has happened to me, but also make you feel like it's written for you. So I think that's why people love it so much. I think it's just because there's a relatability to it, because it's honest and authentic.
Also, Go is set to appear on your forthcoming EP, Emotionally Unavailable.
Yeah.
Why does now feel like the right time to put that project out into the world?
Because I think Emotionally Unavailable, the EP, kind of represents a particular time in my life, and I wrote all of those songs at like early 2020, and I was very emotionally unavailable for loads of different reasons. And I think finally having that project out with Go as like the main single, I think is important, because I want to write songs about different stages that I'm at in my life, and Go and Emotionally Unavailable and all the songs on there were at a point in my life where I was very unavailable. And I think once that's out, I can kind of be able to show the songs that I've written since I've been emotionally available. Yeah.
Love that. Do you see the EP as perhaps like a stepping stone to a future project for you?
100%. Like I'm excited to put out an album and actually have an even fuller body of music, and for people to really see and hear what it is that they can expect from me just moving forward, just in terms of lyrically and production wise, and just them knowing, okay, I can listen to Kat when I'm feeling like this, or when I'm feeling like this. So no, it's definitely a stepping stone. Yeah.
So would it be fair to say that a debut album's sort of perhaps on its way?
Oh, 100%. 100%. I think the success of Go and hopefully what's to come just kind of shows people that I'm trying to be here to stay, especially because the song kind of blew up or came out 2 years ago and it's happened now. I think it wasn't like a quick and then kind of go and rise. It's kind of slowly come up and kind of stay in there. So definitely a debut album.
And what sort of sounds would you be looking to explore on that album when it comes around?
I'm an acoustic pop lover, so I love acoustic pop music as stripped as it can be. I like music that the production complements the lyrics, because for me, my main thing is the message of the song. And I read the other day that there's two types of listeners. There's one listener who listens to the lyrics, and there's listeners who listen to the production and couldn't care less about the lyrics. But I'm a listener that listens to the lyrics. So I think for me, I want to always make sure that the lyrics are the most important thing, that stand out the most, and everything else that's there complements that.
So towards the end of the month, you're going to be taking this new music on the road and supporting Years and Years. That's super exciting. How are you feeling about playing to such big crowds and arenas? I'm
excited. I think that's why I'm glad I did the May Muller tour, because it got me used to performing in front of crowds. And then obviously this Years and Years tour is much, a lot bigger stages. But now, because I've played at these shows and these stages before, I'm a lot more comfortable and confident going on stage. And being able to, I guess, win over a crowd, just because normally people don't really care for support acts that much. So I think I can whip some gems out of my pocket and hopefully win over the crowds.
And what is it about Ollie Alexander as well that you find so inspiring? Like, why are you looking forward to going on tour with him?
It seems just really lovely. It just seems really, really lovely. And when I saw him on It's a Sin, I was like, oh my God, stop, because I was just like crying the whole season. Like, it was just such an emotional show. And after I watch a show, I just then become obsessed with the characters, and I have to like watch a million interviews of them. So I was like, he just seems like really, really lovely and just like a really nice person. So when I got asked to do it, I was like, oh, 100%. But he just seems really lovely.
Have you guys met before?
No.
Wow.
Only Instagram DMs. So it's going to be fun.
It's super exciting in real life.
Yeah.
So you've got that coming ahead and whole summer of festivals. What can we expect from you going forward?
Lots of things that I can't announce yet.
Not even a little secret for us?
But it's the biggest announcement of my career to date.
Right.
But again, that's all you're getting from me. But it's very exciting. It will take over my summer.
So all eyes must be kept on Kat Burns this summer then. Brilliant. We'll be sure to do that. Well, thank you so much for talking to us today, and enjoy your Great Escape Festival.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.